Welcome everyone, this is Pilot Needles and you're listening to LOTRO Players News, where we take a look at latest in LOTRO and here at LOTRO Players. And this week we have with us Tenswinda
Hello.
and Krister.
Hello.
Hello everyone. And this week we have another patch.
No.
Woohoo.
Woo.
Well, this one was announced as being likely to come. This is update 36.0.1, which was released on Wednesday, June 7th, which was designed to take care of various little things that were found in update 36. First off, news and notes. Bjorning level 65 reworked armor and level 70 warrior armor have had their appearances restored. But were they invisible before?
They probably switched it to the Mathemon graphics. Everybody went, bleh.
And the name of cosmetic set Buffalo Cow has been changed to Brown Cow. Now this one I'm trying to figure out what this was all about.
That old rhyme, how now brown cow?
No, I meant why... If they had something called a Buffalo Cow, was there a reason why they decided to change the name of it?
Maybe Buffalo seemed too New World?
But there are several species called buffalo, including some in the Old World.
Right? I don't know.
That's what...
Maybe they're introducing a new Buffalo Cow later.
Yeah, they might be adopting their filth and goo standards to cows, so we might start seeing.
Ooh, maybe we get like War Buffalo to ride.
War Buffalo ride.
Oh, that would be pretty brutal. Finally, a mount of Bjorning could ride in bear form.
Aha!
Bears riding buffalo into battle. Beautiful.
I would think that a Bjorning would need something the size of a Moomak.
I would think that would work too. I would love to see you could have a Moomak that had like a bunch of bears on like bungee cords. They could just like bungee cord off the Moomak and attack, and then spring back up. Wow, wow.
That would be kind of cool.
I apologize for the sound effect.
I guess I'll just have to have a look at what it looks like. Maybe it looks more like a brown cow than a buffalo cow or something like that. Also, added the brown cow and black bull pets to the collections panel. The non-crystal warg model displayed at Grandsfoot was using the wrong appearance. The warg has been reprimanded and returned to its home. The correct version now stands in its place. And as for Gondor Renewed, King's Gondor, you can now successfully fish across King's Gondor. I hope that means you could actually catch fish that you could cook.
What were you catching before?
Well, I didn't make any attempts to fish there. So I don't know what would have been caught there before. As for Lothernach, King's Gondor, Talstruck, the remnants of the Morgul host at the Halrond and Talstruck have had their appearances corrected, and the hobgoblins at the encampment have been thoroughly scolded for attempting to re-enter the story so far from Mount Gundabad. As for Lothernach, King's Gondor, Algalant, additional Algalant sneaks have been added to this encampment, and anyone there who has attempted to do this quest understands why that needed to be done, because they were so hard to find. Also, captains are now less common enemies in Algalant because there were more captains than sneaks before.
That sounds fine to me. More captains than war masters, more captains than burglars, more captains than healers. It's just captains everywhere. Captain all the time.
Yeah, but the enemy captains are annoying. And they can't provide buffs to the players or anything like that.
Maybe they're just misunderstood.
Right. Deserters now respawn slightly faster, and 2 additional deserters have been added. Also from Lost Ark, King's Gondor quest of War and Rose Petals, Halger no longer turns to face you while working, and he respawns more quickly after walking away during this quest. As for Boarslayer of Lower Lebanon, King's Gondor, and Boarslayer Lower Lebanon, King's Gondor Advanced, will now properly bestow an advance. And the quest, A Den of Ill Intent, should no longer have multiple instances of Zagrens. Now, this is good because while there were multiple instances of Zagrens, only one of them was the real one, so only one of them counted for the quest.
Oh no!
So you had all these signature versions of him that you had to go through and kill about 5 or 6 of them before you found the elite version, and the elite version was the one that you needed to kill.
That sounds annoying.
That frustrating mini player.
It was annoying, all right. Yes. The Timamir dwarves in King's Gondor now have the appropriate appearances. Certain guards in the Harlond, King's Gondor, are now considerably less on guard. The rats thank them. That has to go with that there was a complaint by some people that there were not enough rats in Harlond, and I guess they must have done an investigation on what was happening, and apparently the guards were killing the rats.
You'd think that would be, like, praised, you know?
Yes, but not
no
by
rats in Harlond? Beautiful!
Yes, but the problem is that there's a quest to kill rats. And so the players were unable to complete the quest because they couldn't find. Now, it turns out that there were plenty of rats in the ships, but that a lot of players didn't think about going to the ships themselves. And the King's Gondor version of Ost Anglebed Jail now has the correct area properties and sends you to the correct version of the landscape upon exiting it.
That sounds useful.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what are the circumstances in which you're being inside of it. So let's go into delving rewards. Fix an issue where 6-person instances delvings were not drawing from the correct loot tables. The Delve into the Darkness weekly delving quest no longer auto-completes. And players with progress already underway, the quest will have it reset. And some people were not anticipating this, and I think that there was a situation where they reset. That's right, it was reset on a Wednesday because it was Wednesday it's happening. So you had all these people who didn't complete the quest in time. They were planning to complete it on Wednesday after the update, and the quest was reset, making it impossible to complete. So there's some people were not happy about that particular situation. Now, the other thing they were saying, fix an issue where 6-person instances delvings were not drawing from the correct loot tables. That implies then that yesterday, when we were doing the Great Barrow as a delving, that tier 7 delving that we did, that it was quite correct in giving me 3 green dies.
Grats?
Why? What'd you get? 1 green die?
I think, or a slap in the face. I can't remember.
Oh, well. And added additional rewards for all 3 weekly delving quests. Completing any delving now gives a small chance of getting delving morale or power potions. Remove the timer from delving crafting boxes. and added a third weekly quest for delvings for completing 3 and 6-person delving instances. And as for landscape, miscellaneous stuck spots in King's Gondor have been fixed. Miscellaneous physics issues in King's Gondor and other parts of the world have been fixed. Well, there was one more because I went out of the door today and I fell through the stairs. And Miss Oopsie Daisy, it's a good thing that I was stuck in a way that I was able to stand and move slightly around enough that I could easily port out of it. So miscellaneous floating objects in King's Gondor, other parts of the world have been fixed. Miscellaneous Z fighting issues in King's Gondor have been fixed. The stable route from Minas Tirith after battle to the Harlan King's Gondor no longer gets stuck on rubble. And radar issues in Littleby have been fixed. And also, known issues as we have disabled the schematics until the siege mechanic in the Etmors is complete. You can still get the items, but you will not be able to use them until they are updated. And that's it for 36.0.1, a much smaller set of patch notes than we had last week. Now, Cordovan said that they're estimating that the next update is going to be in, I guess, maybe about 10 days from now, 11 days from now. In other words, 2 weeks after the last patch, they have a small patch that they are planning, and we'll see what's in there in a couple of weeks. Also, just so you know, if you do any characters on the Treebird server, Treebird's level cap has been raised to level 85. Let's go into our store sales for this week. Sans, what's on sale?
Well, the summer sales have arrived, so you can get special sales each week through July 13th. This week, you get 35% off the Valor level boost to 130, 50% off the Valor level boost to 120, and 75% off select quest packs. There's also the store carry and share sale, where you can get 25% off vault storage and shared storage, and inventory slots, if you're still allowed to purchase any of those for your characters.
Yeah.
All the way through June 15th. And our weekly coupon will get you a free skill and slayer deed boost ×1 with the coupon code BOOSTSLAY, BOOSTSLAY. Now through June 15th as well.
Right. I think there was one person who apparently was on. He didn't have all of the shared storage slots, but apparently the last 2 slots might not be on sale because I had 300. I'm at 300 right now, and I had the offer for the sale, but this person said they had 320 and didn't. So if you're very, very late in it, there's a possibility that those last 2 slots might not be on sale. Either that or he is reading the wrong thing in the store. I'm not too sure which is the case. And that's it for our sales this week. So let's then head into our weekend gaming. And Krister, what were you up to?
Well, last night we ran a delving, and then we had the excellent fortune to have Mythgard available. We cobbled a raid together, and we did Hidden Horde. I want to say that there were at least a few people that had not done it before. So we had it was actually really fun because Hidden Horde is kind of cool raid, and it went very smoothly through all parts. So it was really nice to have that Friday night and have that work out. And also been playing a lot of Diablo 4 since that's been released, of course. And then just had this weird thing kind of come out of the blue where all the old the founding members and old kin leaders of our LOTRO kin were talking about games, and they decided to set up a Valheim server. And so now we've been playing Valheim with up to 8 people at a time. And playing that game with so many people has been crazy, but it's been a lot of fun. So that's been my week. Sans, what have you been up to?
Well, I created a new human in LOTRO, and I really enjoyed the customization options. In fact, I enjoyed it so much I ran out of time to play the game that night. But I now have a new human warden, and I'm looking forward to that. And I started a new Ark World with Cinders in the Crystal Isles, and it's kind of fun starting with a blank map for both of us. And we managed to get a few stone houses built to help us navigate our spawn area more safely. After much running around trying to find each other and lots of dangerous encounters and quite a few deaths. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that. We've got a lot of metal cooking, and we should be on our way to being able to actually tame some dinos now. And I played some Kingdoms Reborn with Cinders, and may have figured out a workable town layout, so that was good too. That was pretty much my week. How was your week, Pineleaf?
I'll begin with my senior lore master, who continued exploring the updated Gondor region. I think I am in Os Angelbed now, which is the zone where they said that they did an update to how the jail is operated. So I suppose that I'm going to soon find out what they were talking about concerning that particular patch note. Then my warden helped the folks at Ploy kill a dragon, as Krista reported.
Hooray!
And in ESO, I started my journeys in the new region, which is some new area within Morrowind. I don't know if you two had any chances to check out the new zone.
No, this has been an overwhelming gaming situation the last few weeks with all this game. So I have not started. I just basically started the first step of the new world. So I haven't hardly checked it now.
Okay. And Sans, I guess you've been busy this week?
It's been a busy week.
Yep.
But don't you fear, my crazy orc is ready.
Okay. We currently have 13 supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to join this illustrious rate of players and help support LOTRO players, you can go to the donations page. You can support the Players Alliance on Patreon. Your money may be used for podcast hosting, website hosting, and to pay for our live shows. If you'd like to send us an email, you can send it to podcast@lotraplayers.com. We have 2 shows here at Players Alliance each week. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time, we have DDO Players News, and on Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. US Eastern Time, we have LOTRO Players News. You can choose for our shows at lotraplayers.com/live. And that's all for tonight. And this is Punk News reminding you to skirmish responsibly.